So, Hazbin Hotel is finally here. And if you're like me, you probably noticed a few problems arising in the show. What's good, everybody? I'm your host, Stitches, the nerdiest nigga on the internet. And I wanted to start this off by saying congratulations to Viv and her team for actually making a dream a reality. Good shit on everyone involved. Great work, guys. Now time to shit all over that work.
I have a dream. I'm here to tell.
See, now, I know there was singing in the pilot, but I didn't expect it to actually trickle down into the actual show. Don't get me wrong, some of the songs are fucking fire and actually good, but I just feel like some of the songs are completely unnecessary or just randomly placed. Like for example, when Charlie's singing to Sir Pentious, I'm sorry, but he blew up your house and tried to spy on you. He should have got the shit whooped out of him. And while the singing may not be a major issue, it just feels like I'm watching a Disney movie set in hell, if I'm being honest. Alright, next up, the pacing. Now me personally, I don't like when a show stays on something for too long, so I like when the pacing's a bit more faster, so I could appreciate the pacing here. But if you're just going into the show blind, then the pacing may fuck you over. The reason I say this is because they introduce you to so much shit in the first episode, it's kinda hard to intake. Like, you're expected to know who the overlords are, how the hierarchy system works, and to be honest, I don't like how they introduce angels this early. I don't know, I feel like it just kinda kills the tension because they literally just murdered y'all, and here you are having a conversation with them not even 5 minutes later. But that leads me to my final, and probably the biggest problem with this show, the premise. Now before you go typing away in the comments, hear me out. So Charlie's whole deal is that she's trying to get sinners to go to heaven, right? How is that gonna work if the people in charge are literally like, hey, Clarissa, right?
It's Charlie.
I don't care. So this little hotel idea, I'm loving it, but what if we came back in 6 months instead of a year to kill you guys faster? Awesome, right? And while I don't think it's impossible for somebody to go from hell to heaven in the realms of the show, I just feel like with the context we were given and literally the conversation with somebody who runs the shit telling her no, well, he didn't flat out say it, but he's implying it. I just feel like it's gonna be very difficult, especially if the people who run the shit act like this.
Call me Dickmaster.
But let me know what y'all think. Are y'all hyped that Hazbin Hotel is finally out? Who's your favorite character? Mine personally is Vox. I like how he has that whole techno vibe to him in beef with Alistair. That shit's kinda cool. And I want to see how his beef with Alistair pans out in the future if I'm being honest. But anyways, this is your boy Stitch signing off. See ya, nerds!